I swear I go to bed looking like a glazed donut. I am very unhusband at it. I was totally trying to film a Valentine's Day. Hello. Hi. I'm so happy to see you back. Husband at it. Oh, this, I really need to get a pump for it. I'm going to just put some on and use my brush and then my sponge. This foundation does dry down a little faster than others, so can't let it just sit there forever. I just try to get it distributed. And so what did you do for Valentine's Day? I got some very special gifts from my hubby and our 2 sons. They're always very, very good to me. Sometimes I just spray it with a little Fix Plus. And then we'll get some concealer. I'm going to use this Jeffree Star. It's a little tad bit too light, but my under eyes could use it, so it's C2. I'm just going to Then I have a little sponge. We'll go over to this eye. Blend it out. Let's try to do something a little bit creative here. I have my deep hatted shadows and my Z palettes. So what I'm going to do is just take one of these acid rain brushes and get a little bit of black because I want to make the outline of, I want to try to make a heart. I was totally trying to film a Valentine's Day look like this with this heart. One last look. Bummer. On a relatively fluffy brush, like so. This is just a Morphe Jeffree Star JS9. Start to create the canvas that we want. We shall repeat on the other side. I'm just kind of putting a transition, light transition, really just the base, and then I put what I would consider a transition shade. But there. Just going to go a little bit darker in my crease, so I'm going to use, I normally would use twig, but instead I'm going to use birch. Start getting some use out of a different color, a little bit more. Tap the excess off, and I'm just going right where my crease is here. Blend, blend, blend. My eyes are so dry. Got that one deepened up a little bit. We're going to do the same on the other side. Holding the brush at the end. And I don't want to bring it in too far, because that kind of closes off the inside then where I normally would, you know, put inner corner highlight or open it up. I'm going to go over it with the last fluffy brush that I used previously, just to soften it up. Z palette here. I'm going to go in with a pink on a fluffy brush, just like this. I got all the product off of that, so I'm just going to use that one. A little bit of a darker pink. going to do the same on the other eye. Blend, blend, blend away. So you got a good pink face going. Anyways, I think I might deepen it up a little bit. Blow the outer parts out a little with a brighter, lighter pink. Yeah, I need something on my lips all the time. Dry. I think I'm going to make the lid darker so I can make it into a cut crease. Maybe I should have done a halo eye. I am very undecided, clearly. Okay, let's try this out here. Okay, we're gonna go with... I would tell you the shades, but I don't know since I depotted them all. I guess I don't really need it down there because it's going to be cut. Okay, so I deepened up the lids on both sides. I showed you how to cut the crease with Vaseline before. So I'm going to use a clean Q-tip in my cellar water. Just a little bit that I have left. And then I just remove the shadow where I want it cut. Same on the other side. So much harder when your eyelids are so damn dry. Seeing my equipment good enough for that part, so I'm going to take some ColourPop concealer, Fair 6, and just a very little bit. That's probably too much already. A lot of people say you could look up and that'll tell you where to cut your crease properly, but look at how high it is on mine. It might work for people who maybe have less hooded eyes, but now I have to like fix this, so should have known better. It's never worked yet. When you see other people do it, it just looks like it's so easy. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Normally, you want to make sure that I had a decent amount of concealer so that my shadow wouldn't stick. But I'm going to use like one that I know is going to stick, or a multi-chrome or something. So I'm going to, it's a little bit backwards. I screwed up the heart one and we'll just go for whatever. Take light pink, a very lighter pink, to smoke this out a little bit more. A little bit more gradient. On this side, of course, it's not quite as good as would have been if I didn't show you that look up to see where to cut your crease trick. That doesn't work for me. Just gonna buff out the edge. Oh, let me know what you guys did for Valentine's Day. Oh, Valentine's Day about 15, 16 years ago. We lived in Maui, Hawaii for a year. My hubby proposed to me on Valentine's Day at sunset on the beach, down on one knee, when I was pregnant. Couldn't have asked for a better time, place, way. So Valentine's Day is like a pretty big deal to me, whereas a lot of people could care less. But that's important. That's like a huge thing to me, so, and I usually get spoiled. What can I say? Perfect. Now we're gonna throw a shimmer shimmer on the lid. So now you need to share something about your Valentine with me. Up in the comments, please. Good, I hope. Doesn't even have to be something extravagant. As long as it's meaningful to you, that's all that really matters. Going to try a different one. This is out of my Adept palette. Whoa, baby. Well, I gotta, smooth it out now, but whew, she packs a punch. This is from out of my Adept palette that I showed you in my last video, I think. Shade. And I don't know, guys. I don't know how to capture these shimmers in duo and multi-chromes because the camera doesn't do any justice whatsoever. Well, we'll live with that one on that side. Let's just try a different color on the other side just for fun. Here we go. So I'm going in with a silver glitter type on this lid. Oh, it's so pretty. I really like that one. It looks like crap in the camera. You get the idea, but I think just these lights, or maybe my phone, or I don't know. I want to show you swatches so badly, but I can't catch the shifts and the beautifulness without natural light. It just doesn't work. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush and get back over here. Smooth out the edges. Still okay. I mean, we haven't done the lower lash line, lashes, nothing. This one, I'm all full of glitter, like always. Lower lash line. How about we do it with pink? Or should we do it brown? Let's just be a little different. Extra. Any of you guys do panning? I love the panning community. There are so many nice girls on there. Positivity, encouragement, creativeness. If you haven't checked it out, I would. I'm obsessed with pan porn. No, I don't hit that many pans. I'm just smoking out my lower lash line with a brown here. Something different. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? 10 or 5K and under also. I was wondering. So after the brown, I'm just going to take the little bit of pink left on the fluffy one and just blend it out. Alright, I got some on the side. It's getting there though. I don't like this one as much. How about liner? Tight line in the upper. Oh yeah. I watch YouTube all the time. From big people down to me. We all start somewhere. I mean, if someone's putting in the time and the effort to do it, the support is so much appreciated because it's a lot more work than what people think. But I am doing it because I enjoy doing it. I'm learning, come up with the ideas I want, not give a shit about what people think about certain things that would normally bother me. I mean, obviously, yeah, it takes time and practice. But who do you enjoy watching? I wanna maybe check out a couple different accounts. Okay, so I'm going to tight line my upper lash line with black, as I almost always do. I just use a really small brush. This is Alamar, I think. Yeah, it was a set from Alamar and BoxyCharm. So for one, this fills in where the shadow doesn't quite get in between where your lashes are. And for two, if you're gonna put falsies on, it helps it blend in. I think I want corner a little bit too. Make it like eye-ish. we are slightly having a more positive trend, but it's still a long ways to go. We still have travel bans, we have mask mandates, we still have social distancing, we still have all of that from the governor and stuff put in place. They're like on the second stage, maybe the third stage of the vaccinations. I have to get my second one next week. I'm not looking forward to it. I did get the first one, obviously. My arm was sore, had a big red bump for a while, but that was it, so I'm lucky. Just wondering how it's different in other areas. More thoughts, opinions, maybe you know somebody or have a story or something to share. I think it's important, like anything else, that it is talked about. And I work in healthcare. Obviously, my foot, I am not working right now. But last year, run to the ground. No joke. When people don't come, you don't have a choice. Let me try to turn this vanity down and see if... I'm just gonna finish an eye look so that we can be done with this, because it don't seem that any of it's working out for me very well today. That's okay. That happens more often than you think. I already screwed up. How about any goals for 2021? Anybody? Mine was to start YouTube. Check. Another little secret tip, whatever, is I just take the tip of the Q-tip to clear out my eye because it tends to water and then kind of gets a little icky right there sometimes, or too much black gets right there. It doesn't even look bad even though the camera isn't doing it justice. Like, that liner looks thicker than what it really is. I think it's cute. I mean, my YouTube, because I don't normally do the whole new year, new me type stuff. I try to do that on a like monthly or daily basis. It's easier to just make smaller decisions at a time instead of thinking, oh my god, I have all year to have to work out or whatever. That's just my example. So, and I have no problem doing that, even myself. And I have a Fitbit and I love it and I love doing challenges, but not in the winter. It's like negative 40, snow and ice covered. If any of you guys were on Instagram with me, you also know that I was the giveaway queen for a couple of years. I helped everybody like how to win giveaways. I literally like kept track in a notebook, color coded, all kinds of it. I actually think I have a highlight like way at the end of my Instagram, like just a picture of like, you know, how I won giveaways or whatever, and then pictures of giveaways that I won, because I actually like sat down and did all this hard work and didn't like double tag and all this stuff. Then it got to be way too much because my DMs were constantly full of people begging, wanting stuff, telling me how it's not fair. Sometimes it doesn't seem like they're fair, but there are some people that are on there 24/7, and there's been very rarely, but a couple of times where the giveaway was stuck in customs, or it took like 3 months for the person to get it because it was international, so constant messages about, I mean, they didn't think that I sent it or whatever, and then it came. It just kind of took all the fun out of it. And then when 2020 started going down, I kept getting stuck at work. Things were closing. You know, we don't have Marshalls and all this stuff. We have one Ulta, one TJ Maxx, Walmart, obviously. We don't have like IMATs and Macy's and all that, so stuff isn't even as readily available neither. Obviously, yes, you can always go online. So I'm just gonna like try to finish this up maybe sometime today. There's all these things that I want to ask, and then see if people actually are watching and answering throughout the video, who is or isn't. And because they're legit questions I have. When I go to sleep at night, I leave my phone or my tablet playing on a smaller YouTuber's channel. Why not? Help each other. And I totally, like, told myself I was gonna stay away from, like, too much of the in-depth tea type stuff. The only thing that I wonder, because I was a huge Jeffree Star fan, whether I like him or not as a person, I still love his products, regardless. Half of the things that people brought up from like the past or MySpace or whatever it was, because I didn't even fully pay attention to it all, to be honest, it was ridiculous. But everybody liked him all these years after all that happened, and then all of a sudden, and then everybody brought up all the past. What was the other thing? Oh, and why is it so hard for people to subscribe to channels? Like, it's free. Push the button. Watch a video. Help each other. Flip the script. Wouldn't you want it? It's the way I think of it. And that's why I have smaller YouTuber channels that I can watch. So some that I do watch, which they're all different sizes. Smoky Glow, Riza does makeup, Teresa is dead, Kelly Strapp, Stephanie Marie, Allie Glines, Samantha March, Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. You know, the bigger ones I'm subscribed to. I started unsubscribing from some of them if they haven't made content in a year or more. And I also feel as if maybe some of the OG YouTubers are kind of fading out, so there's going to be a new phase in. That's just what I see happening slowly. I could be completely wrong. I have no idea. I didn't very far on this eye look because it didn't go the way I wanted. Curl lashes. I would usually put falsies on, or at least heat this up a little bit, because they'll just fall right back down. But it always completes the look at least a little with some mascara. So that's what we're gonna do. Jeez, some of these wands. Pictures are intended, but this eye is so pretty. If we're just looking at the one eye, some major freaking hydration in my eyes somehow. I swear I go to bed looking like a glazed donut, so you can let me know if you got any tricks. So I'll show you what my hubby made me for Valentine's Day. A really quick glimpse at my beauty spaces, or a space of my beauty area. My foot's kind of starting to hurt, so just questions I have, chilling. Show me your looks, sound off in the comments, please. Definitely. Let me show you a few things before I go. Half-ass completed look today. That's okay. Obviously, if you find value or meaning, or just enjoy it, or laugh, or want to see my channel evolve, so on and so forth, that would mean so much to me, because without you, my channel doesn't work. And it's really hard for some reason to get subscribers. I don't know why, but it's not just a me thing. I mean, it's across the board. So, please. Oh, my purses and makeup and skin. BoxyCharm stuff that I didn't open. Just random, because I've moved stuff. You can tell from the floor and the wall. My vanity used to be over here. My husband had it painted and nice and everything, and then my space grew again. So here we go. Here's my curtain, and ta-da!